Hello, everybody. My name is Christopher Williams. I'm a student at Full Sail University in the Recording Arts program. I'm also a student on the Art History online class for this month at Full Sail. The podcast that I have for you all today is an interview I conducted with a student in the game art program. His name is Christian Ward. He just started here not too long ago at Full Sail, and he's a pretty big gamer. He's really into video games and everything like that. And I thought it would be great to meet up with him and get some information and get his opinion and how he feels about art and how it influences his chosen field. So let's get right into it. The first question that I had for him uh, was, what do you see as the role of the visual arts in society today, particularly or specifically in your profession? His answer to that first question was, he believes visual art is very important to the industry, especially in today's society. Right now, many people will judge on whether or not to buy or play a video game based on the graphics. They can literally make or break the game, is what he said. For many occasions, he knows people to have, he's known some people to skip a game because of its looks. I've done that myself actually. In his chosen profession, as he says, it's up to people like him to create the stunning visual character, items, and everything that you see in a video game that attracts your attention and draws you in to play it. Visual art is very important, for without them, we would still be in the old days, as he mentions, where you would basically just be reading a choose your own adventure storybook or something of that nature, but in a virtual sense. In regards to the next question that I had for him, do you believe that this new communications and media technology make imagery almost instantly available? Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on your field or industry? His response to that question was, it could be incredibly convenient for advertisement and purposeful leaks in order to hype gamers for an upcoming project, such as when Nintendo leaks characters for the Super Mario Smash Brothers series, or when they released information on the Mega Evolutions and Pokemon X and Y. Unfortunately, it also means that if something bad is leaked, it can cause a massive uproar. I can think of no better example of this when images of the video game God of War had images leaked of when Kratos was, I think, fighting some females or something like that. I think that's what he was trying to describe to me in that part of the interview. I think I may have played a demo of God of War. It's a pretty good game and everything, but yeah, that's what he was saying in that part. That. Yeah, there was something in the video game where the main character Kratos had to fight a bunch of women or something of that nature, and that it caused quite an uproar and made some parents or distressed or concerned about the content of that video game. And you know, things like that can either make or break the success of a game in regards to information or images being leaked or a demo being leaked or something like that. It could be beneficial, or depending on the content or the graphics or something like that, that can really make or break a game. The third question that I had for Christian during the interview is, what popular images do you see that are frequently repeated throughout the industry, specifically the video game industry? His answer for that one was, uh, he believes images that are used frequently are images of popular iconic characters in games, such as Mario, Sonic, Solid Snake, Sora, etc. Uh, he would say that those images are shown frequently because they are like a goal for us. Us being people in this chosen field, game developers, game designers, things of that nature. I'm sure I speak for many game artists, he says, when I said that I want to create a character who is one day as popular as the characters I mentioned the characters he mentioned, such as Mario, Sonic, Solid Snake, characters of that sort. Um, the fourth question that I had for him, he said that I asked him how was his knowledge, or who is one of his favorite visual artists. Excuse me. I said, who is one of your favorite visual artists, and who and or what is your favorite style of visual art in terms of gaming? And his question uh, that he had for that one was Shigeru Miyamoto. I believe I know a lot of gamers are probably gonna probably hear this podcast and wonder if I don't know who it is. I think that's the creator of Nintendo, or he may be an artist, as Christian was telling me. So I should know that. I'm more of a music kind of guy, but I'll do my research if I'm wrong. If he's the creator of Nintendo, but according what Christian was telling me, he is an artist or a visual artist, if you will, and he was saying that's who his favorite artist is in terms of gaming. He went on to say that he's a diehard. He says, "I am a diehard fan of Legend of Zelda. So of course I love the man who created it. I mainly love Miyamoto's fantasy art style, and how that in each new Zelda game he can create a new style that completely fits in with both the Legend of Zelda and a certain theme for the game, such as in Majora's Mask. How the art added to the overall creepy and dark atmosphere. Twilight Princess is also another great example, as it took on a more Western style, or realistic style, if you will. Yet it still felt fantastical and still like a Legend of Zelda game. And so that's who he, in that question, that's who he was. That was his answer there. He was saying that Shigeru Miyamoto was his favorite artist, and I hope I'm right, or that I had the right information as to if that's the creator of Nintendo. If not, I'm sorry. All the gamers out there, don't get mad at me if you hear this and wonder am I silly for not knowing that. I apologize. Moving on to the fourth and final question that I had for Christian. How I had asked him, how has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process? And his response to that was, he says, I can honestly say that I don't try really to let it influence me that much. I will admit how, if I'm trying to go for a certain field, I will look back on past artists and see what they did to make it so good and appealing. But the main influence behind my own work is my own imagination. Visual arts to me is a very important deal in video games, and I hope that more people will realize its influence. I hope I was want to help in answering that question. That was that. Yeah, that was the last. That was the end of the interview there with me and Christian. So he, like I said, he's a pretty big gamer. He's really passionate about video games and the field that he's chosen, and the curriculum and the education here at Full Sail University. And I think I agree with a lot of the stuff he says. Like I said, even though I'm not, I play video games every once in a while and everything. I'm more of a producer and writing and making music and beats and stuff like that. But if I am gonna buy anything, or specifically like, let's say, video game or something like that, I will definitely, the artwork and what comes, how it's packaged, just the design of the box that it comes in, to the actual graphics and things like that does sell me. So art is one of the main, if not the main, vital part in the gaming industry, and how they come across to the consumer. So I hope you all enjoyed this podcast. Once again, my name is Christopher Williams. It's been a pleasure, and thank you so much.